Hey everybody, Ron Vamer here with your tip of the week. This is going to be a short, quick one and right to the point. Working with numerous coaching clients and working with literally thousands upon thousands upon thousands of originators and presentations, both virtual and in person, in my entire career, there are patterns that emerge. And there's one very distinct pattern that I'm going to hit right between the eyes today. The difference between top producers, middle producers, and bottom producers. We can talk about the actions, we can talk about all those things, and I'm not going to go into that. It's one core principle, it's one core concept, and that is excuses. You will find that top producers never make excuses. Middle producers, they make some excuses. Bottom producers consistently make a ton of excuses. It was just interesting, not too long ago, I was doing an introductory coaching session with a number of people from a company, and I was talking to some people who were just absolute rock stars and they're killing it and they're always figuring out how to grow their business. And then I was talking to one or two who were talking about how the market was the problem. It was very competitive, their interest rates and what have you. And I'm like, wait a second, this is the same company. This is the same company, the same rates, the same market. Yet there's two different extremes between production and excuses, okay? The high producers were not making any excuses. They were talking about what needed to be done. The middle and bottom producers all had more excuses. And this wasn't just something specific to this one mortgage company. I see this nationwide. I see it everywhere. Excuses will destroy your business. I like things simple. This is how we keep it simple. Ask yourself this question. Are people buying homes? Yes. Are people selling homes? Yes. Then you have opportunity to take advantage of the market. I know I sound a little bit like a lunatic today, but I just want you to understand is that making excuses will never help you grow. We don't grow with excuses. We actually contract. And then if we accept those excuses as reality, if you do it long enough, you're really screwing yourself over. I know I'm being very direct, and for some of you, it's kind of like that 2x4 experience you've heard me talk about before, where it's kind of whacking you with a 2x4 in hopes to wake you up if you are the one making excuses. Because at the end of the day, and just I'll finish here, I'm a person who used to be the king of making excuses. And then one day, a long time ago, I was just thinking about it, and I asked myself, I go, when I'm done making all the excuses as to whatever, why I don't have business or why I didn't get things done or whatever the case may be, I go at the end of the excuses, I go, has my outcome changed? Has my result changed? And the answer was always no. So that's when I realized that making excuses never changes anything for the better. It usually just makes it worse. Do some self-reflection. Ask yourself, are you making excuses? Just so you know, I tried to disagree with this. I tried to say, no, it's not. And every time I looked at the excuse and I looked at how I was trying to battle it or justify it, I realized that there was always an example of somebody else who was overcoming this in the same market, in the same situation, everything else. And I literally had to take those excuses, crumble them up, throw them away. And ever since then, I just don't make excuses. I just take ownership. Hope this helps. We'll see you next week.